Right, here we go, first one of the day, all parked up as you can see. Foxlow edge I'm going for. Got a couple of short ones on for today because I've got to go looking for another car. So that's what I'm going to be doing, hopefully sort of dinner time onwards. So I've got 2 or 3 to have a go at today, like I say, depending on time, depending on parking, but we'll see. I've been told this one's about 15 minutes each way. Well, I don't know so much about that at my pace, but we'll see. And I take it this is where I must go left. I was told I've got to go up towards the left, and that does say Foxlow Edge. So a good start to the day. It's bloody cold, I can tell you that. God, I don't think there's going to be many views at the top by the looks of it. I suppose that's what you get for getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and driving an hour and a bit to get here. But we'll see. Right, looks like we've got, I don't know if this is a brook or something, some muddy or something here we've got to try and get over. Yeah, it's just muddy. Right, I'll start doing a bit of that uphill business, and then I'll come back to you when I'm sounding a bit like a steam train, which will probably be about 5 minutes. So, oh dear, this is going to be fun. I don't think I'll be going that way. I think I'll have to go this way. Right, I'll see you in a minute. Well, camper van's down there in the distance. I could just about see it. And with that, I don't know, 3/4 of the way up the initial ascent. As you can see, there's loads of mist rolling in from that side. Can hardly see those trees at all, and there's nothing that way, as you can see. Well, I keep saying as you can see, you can't. But right, up here we need to go a bit further then. As you can tell, I've still got my cough. About 4 weeks after I got rid of COVID. But oh dear. Right, let's see if we can get to the top bit where it levels at and see what's up there. I don't suppose there'll be a lot. Well, here we are, people. According to the map, to the Ethel, I'm pretty much here. highest point is. I ain't 100% sure, but according to that, it says I need to go over this way a little bit, but I'm technically going downhill. Oh, so I don't know. So we'll go to where see, that says I'm on the I'm on the Ethel, but I don't know. I'll go back up to the, obviously I'll go back to the high point as well, but I believe that there's supposed to be a reservoir over here somewhere, but I don't think we're going to see it. Oh, we are. Well, in a fashion. Well, I can see it. I don't know about if you lot can. But yeah. What is it? Is it Elwood or something? I can't remember now. But that's down there. So, I mean, the sun looks like it's trying to come out, but it isn't. Like I say, I'm on a bit of a mission, aren't I? Because I really need to get them done as quick as possible and set off back. I was getting just a cheap old car, one for helping me to park at these places easier instead of being in that great big bloody camper van. And so the camper van's going up for sale. Get rid of that, and then when I get that gone, I shall use the cash, you know, to buy a newer vehicle. So I'm just trying to find a cheap old banger at the moment with, you know, some MOT, 4, 5, 6 months or something. Right, I'm back over here now, which this little mound here to me looks the highest bit. So I'm going to tag that as I drop my phone on the floor. Oh dear. All wet through there. But as you can probably tell, there's quite a bit of wind. Well, I left at past, well, just gone past by the time I put my rucksack and everything up. It is now 5 to, it probably took me just over 20 minutes, but I did stop. Was it once or twice? It was definitely once. But sorry, I can't bring you any any views, but you probably can't hear a word I'm saying now because the wind's blowing to me from that direction. But So I've stood on that highest point here. There's another point there, which my OS map said that's where I needed to be, but my Ethel map told me I needed to go further up. So I'll just go back to this one. And see. I'll turn my Ethel map back on just in case it had lost signal or something. Well, I don't know. But I've been over to where it was registering, which was over that way near that tuft of, I don't know, some sort of plant, heather, whatever. But that's definitely higher. And this mound here is, well, it's not as high as the other one, so that's what really matters. But I'll give it a little tag anyway. There's that one then. Well, there's a camper van in the distance. Foxlow edge. Done and dusted. Right, I'm going to set off back and see if I can get to the next one, because that one's going to be really hard to park. And I shall see you later. Well, see. Okay, I will see you later. Hi, yes, Foxlow edge. Need to go back down there to the camper van. Harthill moor I want to try and do, but I'm not 100% sure I'm going to find anywhere to park, because it'll probably be getting on for 8:30 gone when I get down there. Right, speak to you later. Well, I believe Cat's Tor and Shining Tor over there, they're just about coming visible to me. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. I did them a few, well, no, probably 7 odd weeks ago, I'm not sure. If I'd known and prepared my run, well, not my run, but you know what I mean, my walk, planned my route. If I'd known this was here at the time, and okay, you go up a little bit of a incline, but it's easy enough. If I'd known that at the time, I would have done this at the same time, because this is the last one I needed to do in this area. Well, close to this area. There's 2 on the outskirts of the Derbyshire Dales, which will get done obviously at some point. But so yes, I don't know if it's obviously, you know, I don't know if I'm, of course I'm getting a bit fitter, but this wasn't too bad. But then again, it's not that steep compared to some of them I've been up. So I don't know, but I wish I'd known at the time, because I would have, like I said, I would have come and done this. I mean, I had about 4 hours of daylight left, so I should have been able to manage it in 4 hours. But right, like I said, I don't know if you can see the campers down there. Look, I turned it round in the lay-by, so getting ready for a quick getaway to the next one. But I couldn't believe there was already somebody in the car park. Well, the lay-by, it's not the car park. But right, goodbye Foxlow edge. I really don't think I'll need to come here again for anything. You never know in the future. Might be a walk out for a day. Well, a bit of a day. Right. I shall switch him off and turn him back on again if I can find somewhere to park at the next one. Right, over there in the corner is the trig for Harthill Moor. The only problem is the farmer is in the field next to it, and he's walking around the field picking the rocks up, stones, and putting them back on the wall. I mean, what's he playing at? The audacity for him to come out working on a Saturday, and especially where I need to be. I mean, he's just got no consideration for people who are trying to fucking get to a trig. I mean, it's totally disgusting. I mean, I ain't got a clue where I am. The footpath's over there, the thingy footpath, public footpath's over there, and it takes you up that way. So I'm going to head over there and see if he's still about, or see if he's disappeared. Because he's eating into my Ethel time. I need to be home. I need to be looking for another car. Right, it's took me a night. I've had to walk through all that lot over there. I was going to come up that field there, but I just had a feeling if I did, I couldn't see any access over into the next field. And I'm not actually parked where I wanted to park. I wanted to park further down the lane, which would have brought me up the other side. But then again, that's where he's working. Or he was, so I can't hear. I mean, it's so quiet up here, you can hear all the banging of the rocks, you can hear him talking to his dog and all sorts. I'm not so worried about him. I'm worried about his dog. I've got a nice rear end it would like to sink its teeth into, I suppose. Right, I'm going to go back to, well, not back, I'm going to see if I can work my way over there and get to the footpath and walk across those two fields, because that's where the footpath goes. Right, I'll bring you back later if I can get any closer. Right, open access, no signs, as you can see. I'm showing this. The only problem is I'm nowhere near where I need to be, but I'm going to walk along here. I need to be up over there in that field. Well, I need to be in that field to take me to the tree, but I ain't got a clue how I'm going to get in there, because there don't seem to be any entrance from this way. Certainly made it nice and difficult anyway. Oh well, we'll have a look, see where I'm going. Right, I'll carry on a bit further and see if it leads me anywhere towards it. I need to be in this field or that field there, but obviously I can't climb the wall and the barbed wire fence because that's naughty boy. Right, as you can see, the sun's trying to come out. It's getting a bit clearer. But right, there's a gate down there. We're going to see if that is accessible. Right, the trig is in that corner there. There's a little, you can, well, you probably can't see it on here. I've zoomed in as best as I can. But there's a little tree growing with about 3 or 4 branches on it. That is behind the back of the trig. And this is the closest I can get. I can't get over any, no gates, what you call it, lead me to it. I've walked virtually all the way around it. And there's a farmer working in that field on the other side of the wall, and he's building the wall up. It's like he's trying to hide the trig, but he's not going anywhere. He just keeps walking backwards and forwards. So I don't know if he knows I'm here or what, I don't know, but this is the closest I can get from any direction. So unfortunately, this looks like I'm going to have to tag this bit and say Harthill moor, which I'm not happy about. I don't know if I can get from the other side. I've seen 3 or 4 people who have got pictures of them touching this trig, and every one of them say they did not climb a wall, they just walked through gates. And I've only found one gate I can get through. I mean, even this one is locked and it's all rusted, and then I still can't get over there because that's a barbed wire fence, a brick wall, and then a barbed wire fence again. And there is the farmer over there. He's just looked, and now he's ducked down. Now he's ducked, now he's got up again. I don't know if you can see him over there. He's got a red top on, and he's walking backwards and forwards, building that wall up. So it looks like I'm going to have to give it a miss. Oh well, never mind. Well, here we go, camper van is up there, look. I'm going this way. I'm going to do Aleck's low. Aleck low, is it? But I'm going to go up here and see if I can get it through this way, because the other way up the 515 there is about another I don't know, 3/4 of a mile, and there's nowhere to park, obviously. There's only one little lay-by, and it's got 4 vehicles in it. So I'm gonna go up this way and come at it from the opposite side, hopefully. As long as I don't get stopped and told off by any farmer. There was nothing on that open gate saying private access or anything, so we'll try this private no access one, see how close I can get to this one. So I've got my OS map on my phone ready for if I get any closer to it or not. but I believe it's to the right hand side of that big bunch of trees up there in front of me. So we'll go and see. I really need to invest in some decent shoes or boots, because these ones you stand on a stone cripples the bottom of your foot. That's why I tend to walk on the grass bit if there's a track like this, but it tends to, I don't know, tends to, obviously at the moment it's all soft and boggy, isn't it, with the amount of rain we've had. So, but right, when I get closer to those trees I shall see about bringing you back. Well, according to my OS maps, I'm about halfway. Going up my first bit of incline. Here, camper van's parked in a lay-by on the 515 down there in front of those static home caravan things. If I could have got in the other lay-by further up the road, I think I would have come in up that way, over there, over that brow. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see when we get up here. I'm hoping once I get over the brow up there I'll be able to see it, the trig point, and then at least I'll know where to aim for and get as close as possible. I must remember why I'm recording and walking not to use me other pole. Oh yeah. Because every time I put it on the floor it squeaks and the GoPro picks it up like something really terrible, really loud. But I need them to get up here, so I'm going to stop the recording and put it back on again when I find somewhere where I need to be. Speak to you in a minute, gentlemen and ladies. Well, look what I found. Aleck low trig point. Yes, it says no access, but the way I came, I walked through two open gates, one from the road, one into the second field, walked into the third field, and there was another gate which was closed but not locked. So there we go, Aleck low. Oh dear. A bit of a swine to find. Oh dear. Because on Google Map it looks like the field next to it was two fields what had got plantation in them. But I suppose that depends on when Google took the picture. So I headed over that way and thought, can't be right, because I know it was near those trees somewhere. So here I am, S4115. There's a number on it. I really need sit down after that. After the first field it was just a constant uphill, not steep, but just constantly uphill. Hello, Mr. Aeroplane, am I on your land? If I am, never mind mate, I ain't doing no wrong. Well, I ain't doing any damage. Well, there's 360 anyway. But so that's 3 again done today. Shame I was about 100 metres short of the last one because of the farmer in the field. So I tagged where most other people tag, in the corner of the field. But I will be going back to it, because when I was on my way back out I was scanning across the fields, and you can get to it straight from the road by going through one fence, up the field, through a fence, you know, a gate hole like with no gate on it, into the next field, turn right, straight over the field, do the same again when you're in the field with a trig. But that one's Harthill moor, so I'll be going back to that, because where I was parked on the road I could see the trig, and that really did wind me up. Knowing I couldn't go to it because the farmer was rebuilding the wall all round it, so I don't know if he was doing it for the sake of it, but it was built as high as the trig point itself. Well, the trig pillar, should I say. Right, I'm going to take a picture, have a drink, and then set back, because one of the fields I just started, the field I came through, the first field, the farmer started chucking cow crap all over it, so I need to be able to get back out without him being there, just in case he says out. Right, I shall speak to you later. Oh, bye bye, Mr. Aleck. Hello. Right, let's get off skid now. Let's see if I can get off this land now without being sprayed with cow shit from that farmer with his big massive Bowser doing. I thought the field looked a bit wet when I walked up it, and then it suddenly went dry. He'd obviously ran out of his manure. So I'm hoping he's run out and cleared off again when I get back to that field. I did walk up round the edge of the field, you know, just in case anybody did say anything. And so, well, I've kept to the edge out of the way. But it was a longer route because I needed to go diagonally across the field. So if he's not down there chucking his silage about, that's the way I'm gonna go, and go diagonally straight across. I mean, what's the worst thing you can do? You can only spray me with cow crap, can't he? Certainly won't like it, but things you have to take your chances on when you're doing these, eh? Right, there he is, just nipping over the edge there, look. Right, I'll have another quick chat when I get back to the camper. Either smelling rather rank or in normal condition, whatever condition I'm in. Right, speak to you later. But say the views, they're so-so, aren't they? I mean, it'd be better if the cloud weren't there, but I believe that's the way everybody else comes across that field there, because I could see that thing in the wall, what looks like a big massive tooth with its roots, like an hole in the wall. So I assume that's the way everybody else comes in. But I came in probably 3 or 4 fields to the right of that entrance. So I don't know. There's no point doing a what 3 word for the trig pillar, because you can see it. I mean, you can see it from 2 or 3 fields all the way round, because it's quite high up and it's on the top of the hill anyway. So, well, top of the field, hill. Right, speak to you in a bit. Oh, right, back in the camper van. Oh, been a bit of a rough day, really. First one, yeah, okay, that was fair enough. Foxlow edge, was it? Fine, up and down, not a problem. No views, because it was sort of about 7:30 in the morning and it was misty. And then I had the palaver at Harthill Moor. I just could not believe it. I pulled over on a lane, single track lane, to let a car come the other way. And as I pulled over and letting it past, I looked out the side, like a driver's window, looked up the field, and there was the trig point, literally 300 metres away from the road. There's 2 fields, couldn't believe it. And then, so I thought, that's it, I'll park there, because it was, you know, well, I'd got my camper van completely off the road. So I parked there, and then as I was sitting there getting ready, some like silver pickup truck come past me really slow and looked at me. And I just sort of put my hand up to acknowledge him, and he like looked and then just carried on driving. He got 2 dogs in the back, so I assumed it was going to be a farmer or a farm worker. Couldn't get into that field, so where I was parked, so I went up the road a bit and saw an entrance into like some woodlands. So I made my way through the woodlands, keeping an eye on seeing the trig point. And all of a sudden this silver pickup truck pulled up in the field, like the opposite side to where the trig point was. And then the bloke got out, and well, I thought there was 2 dogs, but there was actually 3. And he just started walking around, picking the wood up, like the rocks up, and putting them back on the, you know, like the dry stone walling. And he just seemed to be concentrating around the trig point. And I mean, you can see from the pictures, there's nothing wrong with the wall there. And he just made it higher, and then he just kept looking over, because obviously where he was situated, he could see my camper van, because I could see the trig point. And he just kept walking up and down the field and picking rocks up and putting them on top of the wall and going round like all the edge. And then he disappeared. I'm sitting in the woods watching him. I don't know if he could see me or not. And then he disappeared. His truck disappeared. So I thought, I'll give it 10-15 minutes.
and see if I see him drive back down the road, you know, past the camper van. It didn't appear. So I thought, well, I won't go over the wall, because I couldn't get over the wall anyway, and the barbed wire fence. So I thought I'll walk around, see if I can find a gate. There must be a gate into the field besides the one where I was parked on the road. But funny enough, there wasn't. That was the only gate. And I just worked my way round. And I popped out the other side, so I'd be coming the other way. And he'd moved his truck down to the bottom of that field, but he was still up at the top of the field, working on the wall, picking all the stones up. And I waited for, I don't know, 20 minutes there. So I waited like an hour, 20 minutes in total. And then I made my way back to the original part I was at in the woods. And he disappeared again. So I hung about for another 10 minutes. And then his pickup truck appeared right at the top of the field, next to the gateway, what the tractors go through, right next to the trig pillar. So I just tagged everywhere, you know. I was literally 100 metres away from it. Probably less than that, where I actually tagged. But Mr. Farmer, I will be going back, and I will be tagging that trig point, because on the way out I was looking around the fields, and like I said in the video earlier, and I've worked out a route where you just go through the original field where I was parked into the next field, bear right, go through an entrance, you know, from one field to the other, which I saw him drive through, and you're in the field where the trig point is. So I will be going back. It'll probably be one for, I don't know, a weekday or something. And then I've just come here, as you know from the video as well, done aleck low, is it? Went in a different way to what everybody else seems. People went in the public footpath. I went up a farmer's track into a field, through another field, into another field, and then I could see the trig point, and there was a gate to go in there. The gate was shut, but it wasn't locked, so I just opened it, went through, and went to the trig point, come back out same way, closed the gate again. And the farmer was banging his silage everywhere, so I had to hang about till he ran out and drove off again. And then I just managed to walk back through the two fields and just got back to the 515 as he drove past me. So a good bit of timing to get back out. I really didn't want to get sprayed in that stuff. But right, have fun, chaps. I also will try and get this on the computer and uploaded probably tonight or tomorrow morning, which obviously it's Saturday now, so it'll be either today or tomorrow. Well, have fun out there walking, champs and ladies, and like I say, I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.